The TK Tower channel with November 2016 03 and now Digimonth times 4. Alright, so this is a revisit. A couple Digimonths ago, maybe the last one, I checked this game out. I gave it a try. I started it up, as I do. That's a TK's try, but I played it a lot after that. I no longer play it, so I'm refamiliarizing myself with it, but I got really far, so let's go ahead and click Start Adventure here. This game is, of course, on my old phone. I have since replaced my phone, as I mentioned in previous Android game videos. And I didn't want to put this on my new phone because it runs really poorly, and I feel like it wouldn't run all that much. I felt like it was taxing my phone too much, and that might have contributed to its inevitable decline. So I kind of, I stopped playing it eventually anyways. As you can see, I'm level 93 now. I got right into this. This became a daily routine thing, much like Digimon Heroes still is today, but this just got boring. But so what we're going to do is, because I'm familiar with it, let's start top left event. We're going to go through. I'm going to talk about what's what. Event, despite having a whole bunch of tabs up here, it's a lot simpler than you think. Firstly, you have the daily check-in. Every day you check in and you get that bonus thing. And then tomorrow I will get this thing here. And luxury check-in is, of course, you pay money. It wants your money. You go to recharging and it's going to be like, oh, how much money do you want to spend? And with that, that's most of these. Most of these is, hey, if you do your recharge, you can buy a bunch of gems or whatever and spend them. And the more you buy, you'll also unlock these things. Right up until, of course, there's these ones where you can just exchange a whole bunch of your red gems for a chance to get shards of these. You get 10 shards. It's not all of these. It's 10 of a random one, I think. Let's find out. Let's try her out. Oh, no, you get to pick. Sure, Alphamon. That's expensive, but now I have 10 of those. I think you need like 80 for the red ones. Yep, it's pretty much the same thing. Spend your gems on shards. Shards are things that, of course, you combine. And then, shit, there's something else up here. Collect? Yeah, collect is you can do this once you've done it 3 times. You just put money, I guess, in it. And then you get that after a while, and you can only do it like once every 15 minutes. And the thing about this game is it takes a long time to boot up. So it's actually not something I want to check up on every 15 minutes. It's like I'll play it once a day, get it all done and out of the way, and then not play it again that day because it just takes so much damn time. So let's go back home. Daily quest, we're going to look at those and actually check a couple of them off. So a thing that I made part of my routine was doing all of these things, or at least enough to fill the meter up top to get all the rewards, because I think like 1 or 2 is just like a much bigger hassle than the rest. And so what we're going to do is I'm not going to read these out, and then of course you have achievements. That's just a thing that, oh look, I have 6 deployed Digimon to at least level 90. And there is a max level on your Digimon, and that is your level. So I can get all my Digimon up to level 93 until I reach 94, and then I can do that. So anyways, we'll come back to that. First recharge, server opening fund, that's spend money. I don't know what the last 2 things are, but you can go to the shop. Again, it's shards. You spend these various monster soul is a thing you get. We'll cover that later, but it's just there's a bunch of different currencies, and you buy shards. You can wait an hour, as we see up here, for this list to refresh, or you can spend a token to refresh it right now. I want Digivolution Stones, so I'm gonna buy those. All right, let's refresh. I said refresh. There we go. Arcademon shards. Sure, I want some of those. So that's how that goes. And you can only do that, yeah, as we see, today's refresh attempts 18. You can only do that so many times a day. And as you can see, I have a lot of these tokens. This stuff builds up. It really builds up. Hot formation are formation recommendations. You got to get these specific guys to do it. It's whatever. Tamers is a thing I didn't know about the first time I played, and it takes a while before this becomes relevant, because you can get shards. You get Tamer shards. Of course, some require a lot more than others. I have the 2 cheapest, which is Joe and Mimi. Let's go into level them up. You can reinforce them. This is a thing. Reinforcing is something you do to everything. Auto add. You can get these items from I think it's like the weird battlegrounds thing, and it puts up their stats. The Star Rise, you need a whole bunch of shards to level up the thing. Training is also a thing where you spend these books to put up experience. It's whatever you use them. I have so many of these things because it really does pile on. But like the crawl to get stronger is a really long crawl. I feel like if I just sat down for like an hour and spent all the stuff I've saved up, I'd be way stronger. But it's just, games like these, what's the point after a while? Guild, I don't know, I never got into those. Recharge, of course, is more money. Digimon is, we don't really, that's just your list of everything you have, right? Like, you've got Digimon that, of course, you keep. Certain rookies are flagged as keepers. You have to sell those separately. But then there's the ones, as we're seeing from here on, Lucimon SM, which is clearly a Monzaemon. Unimon's properly named. Bailmon, which is not right. But yeah, all of these ones right here that have like level 30, chips level 1, they're all kind of filler. And we'll get to that also in a second. Digimon Shard is, of course, shards you've saved. Oh, I have enough for a Patamon, so let's craft that. Yep, let's wait a little bit. This animation usually breaks a little bit. There we go. We got Patamon. Now I have a Patamon. I'm sure I could do wonderful things with this Patamon, but I don't really care. Because my team is pretty fine, and we'll see my team in action soon enough. Equipment, that's, again, just a list of equipment you have and your equipment shards. More on equipment in a second. I'm saying more on this a lot later, but that's because this game is kind of all over the place. Treasure, that's pretty much just the accessory slot. It might as well be another, like a secondary equipment. World Tree is the game's kind of thing, where, the more you play, you fill these up. You need 3 digiplans is what you get when you beat an area to completion. Recycle, of course, is just you can throw out stuff, and you can get let's just auto add. Let's see. So, all right, I can recycle these 3 rookies for a bunch of monster soul, I guess. You can do that with equipment. You can spend money to bring your Digimon back down to level 1 and get all the resources you spent back, and all that stuff. Everything went a little weird there for a second. This game is pretty unstable. This is pretty much all. You could chat with people if you wanted to talk to the other people that play this game. Mail, you never get anything in there. Friends is a thing. I apparently don't have friends anymore. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've played this game, but I used to have a friends list of over 10. And the reason why you want to have over 10 is another thing I'll get to real soon. Let's just accept all of these ads. So I don't know what happened to my friends list, but send energy. That's a thing. It doesn't cost you anything, and it sends them an energy point, which is the 30 out of 30 that I have up top there. And if you go to claim energy, it's people that have sent you energy. But because my friends list disappeared over time, I don't have any to claim right now, which is fine because I have 30 out of 30 anyways. And one thing, if we go to daily quest, we'll scroll down a wee bit. That was one of the things, is send energy to 10 friends. Give energy to 10 friends. So I did 6. And you get that many coins and 5 points up to the ticker thing up top. That's one of the daily things that can be done. But I can't do it anymore because I don't have friends anymore. That's so sad. But you can also go to friends. Yeah, recommend friend. Because, I mean, there's no other way to really find friends. So it's like, okay, yeah, this guy plays a lot probably. This person plays a lot probably. Let's just send friend request to all these people. And if they accept it, they get put on your list. And then once you have 10, that's all you really need. Because whatever, so let's move on to formation. You arrange the Digimon that are currently in use here. As we can see, your leader, I do not think can be replaced because this is the one you start with. Whenever you level up, this one levels up, so you don't have to actually like level this one up. Equipment, of course, you want to, if you click on the Digimon here, we get the stats. And if we scroll down here, we see karma effects, which are little bonuses. So equipped with Archangel Sword, your attack increases by 12%. Archangel Armor, 12%. Archangel, you know, this guy wants the Archangel set for all these bonuses. Stone of Wind. Is the Stone of Wind equipped? Yeah, it is. So I get all those bonuses. Plus, if we click on the thing here, of course, if you get a whole set, or at least 2, 3 to 4, you get these bonuses as well. So that's the best way to boost your stats as much as you can. Tame is the thing. I don't know why there's not a tamer on him, but we're putting Joe on him now, and you get extra bonuses for that. Let's move on. Actually, I don't know what this fashion tab ever did. I think that's a thing you gotta spend money on. I don't know what I'm looking at. And I can't access, oh, I guess you can obtain these other things. What's kind of handy is if you see a thing you don't have access to, if you click go obtain, it will tell you where to go to get it. So I guess if I go to the guild shop, I can spend points to get these things. Except that Dukemon one. That's just not a thing that can happen. So let's go back, the tiny little back arrow up here. And we're going to move on to this. So Reinforce Master, I think what that does here, yeah, you can go to Quick Reinforce, and what it'll do is it'll spend what's required, like everything you have to spend, and just level up all your equipment at once. But let's do that individually. We go to Upgrade case. So this one's missing 2 levels from its current max. I go to Upgrade. I can Reinforce. As we can see, there's a little money thing down there, but I can also do it ×5, and that'll just max it right up. So boom, 186. That's how you do that. Refine, much like how you refine the tamers, you have these booklets, and you spend these booklets to fill the meter. Boom, that one's been refined. Of course, every booklet has different values, so I'm going to spend a whole bunch of this one. I don't remember having this many last time I stopped playing. Shit, man, that's so many. And alright, so let's go back. Let's just go ahead and... I don't know where my money is. My money doesn't appear to be on screen right now. So that kind of sucks, but I'll just go to Quick Reinforce. Boom, now everything's leveled up and it spends whatever is required to get there. Replace, of course, is to swap them out for something else. We click Formation, you can decide what order they go in. And I think that does affect the order in which they attack. Not that that's something you really need to consider all that much. Then we have, of course, these other equipments. The stones upgrade a little differently. We go to Upgrade, and what you can do is you auto-add, and you auto-add other accessories. This one in particular is actually meant for this. Secondary EXP crest. Oh, I guess it doesn't auto-add certain ones. So if I want to auto-add this Stone of Thunder, I can do that. And boom, that puts the meter up. So let's go reinforce that. Boom, that's been reinforced. Refine requires a certain booklet again, but you also later on will need a second of that accessory to make it stronger, so that slows down quite a bit. It's pretty much the same for the other accessory slot, the treasure slot, or whatever the hell this one is. So that's the same. Of course, everyone has their individual equipments and stats. Everyone has their individual levels. I guess all my guys are 93 out of 93 right now. But if we click on this Digimon, we go to Digivolve. This guy can continue to Digivolve. Arcade, like some of them take a lot more. And like for example, I don't have another arcade, or do I have enough Arcadiamon things? Let's look at that. I think I do. I don't remember where I left off, because I left off unfinished. I wasn't like, yeah, I'm done playing. Let's go to Digimon's shards here. Oh, I have enough Arcadiamon shards to make an Arcadiamon, so let's do that. Let's craft an Arcadiamon. Let's wait for it to pause a second. There we go, there he is. So I have another Arcadiamon now. Let's go back to formation. I didn't think this was a thing I'd be able to show off quite now. Scroll on over to Arcadiamon up top here. Alright, Arcamon, we're going to Digivolve and do a new form and everything. So this one requires that many Digivolution Stones, as well as a copy of Arcadiemon, which is generally you'll need one of the rookies later on. But like it costs just Digivolution Stones for a while, and then you'll have to. Now, as we can see, we need 2. So yeah, stats go up. Oh, it's a significant amount too. And then instead of Digivolving straight to the next form, you get like a plus number on it. Upgrade. Oh, I can't do upgrades right now because he's max level, but it's pretty much the same thing. Train, you can hit the train button. You can either use 5 potions, use 4 potions and some coins, or 3 potions and some diamonds. And what'll happen is a little number will come up. We see +6 over on magic defense, so we can replace. But that's not always going to be how it is. Sometimes you'll get ones like this where, oh, -39. Let's train again. Oh, those are all bonuses. Go ahead and replace. And every time you train, it will cost. And sometimes you'll get negatives. Sometimes you'll get a negative and a positive. I'm getting a pretty good roll here. See, now I have the chance to replace this because there is a negative among there. But, you know, it's fine. It's -3. It's a fine trade-off. So that's whatever. Chip is another thing. It does this weird thing where the chip point resets every day. So you have to spend, like, you don't just spend what you have. Spend, like, all of it at once. So right now it costs 2 to fill the meter. I think that, yeah, it raises 2 at a time, so it really is just cost 1, but it's using 2 at a time. So it's whatever. It should just be like it costs this many to level up, and then you just level up. But no, it's making me fill this meter. Oh, I didn't even fill the meter all the way. We just got there, and boom, you get little percentage there. My prison punch got leveled up. That's a stupid name. Poison punch makes more sense. Awakening is a thing. You need awakening stones, which is a thing you will obtain. And then, of course, these other things, Core of Pisces that you can obtain. Sure, Core of Libra, you obtain those. But I do not have this one. How do I get it? I can get it these ways, because once again, it's handy. Or we can go to craft. Sure. It costs that many to make one of those. And look at that, now I have one. Hit the equipment button. Boom. Let's go to awaken. Now he's been awakened. Those are more stats. These are all just fancy ways of increasing your stats. That's it. So let's go back to formation. Did we leave anything else? I think, of course, you have this tamer slot, which is like we saw that I put a tamer on my main guy. We put Joe over here, but what you can do is also just have a tamer slot in general. That's like just the tamer, and it does a certain bonus for everybody. This one's not leveled up as it should be because it does cost quite a bit more. It adds, pardon me, it adds to your overall power. I think Mimi's heals you slightly after every turn. It's a pretty insignificant amount. And then backup is you can put Digimon here that don't do anything except karma effects. For example, we're going to click Moonmon here. And let's see, let's go down karma effects. Of course, we have, you know, there's certain like equip with this thing, but deployed with Falcomon, deployed with Tinkermon, deployed with Arcadiemon. So because it's in my backup, I will get the 17% increase in HP because Arcadiemon is out there. So you put guys here for their effects. They don't have to be a very high level. Some of the guys, like this guy for example, is a pretty high level, 86, because I was using him for a while, but then it's just a better thing came up, and now he's just over here. Because I didn't want to just throw him out. I think same with Aldemon. I think I was leveling him up for quite a... Yeah, he's 91. He was retired a little bit later. That's all there is to that. So let's move on to the next tab, Battle. We have quite a few options here. Arena is sort of a PvP. As we're seeing here, my current ranking is 4,934. Oh, again, I guess because I haven't played for a long time, my ranking has gone down, because I remember I think I was in like the top 500 last time I played. Because as we can see here, there's power levels that are way lower than mine, like this 100k, and we can see in the top left my power is 100, or yeah, 1,220k. So again, because I haven't played for a long time, it's sort of reset my position. If you scroll for a bit, you can go up to like the top 10 ranking here. I cannot fight those people because they are insane. But I can fight this guy, this cultured berry. I don't think all of these are players. I think a lot of them might be NPCs. I can go to fight. And what you do is you can skip and change the time. Like I think you only have 1 and 2 times speed when you first play, but as you level up, you unlock more little bonuses and advantages. So you can sit here and watch this. Oh, I guess because they're so weak, it's only taking a second. I didn't even have a chance to skip that. You know, you get prestige, and then you get to pick one of these. And okay, so those are my prizes. And I move up to the rank just above the person I defeated. And if you have someone below you in rank, as we're seeing, here's me, Navy Bueno, or whatever the hell I set my name to. We have this guy below me, Leader Miguel. And there's a little button, fight 5 times. So if you just want to grind and you don't want to load up the battle and click skip or watch it, boom, there's 5 battles done. It automatically picks a prize for you. You get all that stuff, you get your prestige, and then you move on. And of course it does cost energy, the green energy up top here, every time I fight. So it's at 18 now, fighting 5 times, boom, now I'm down to just 8. You got your prestige store where you spend the prestige that you have earned. I don't know how to get these red core things. The game, I could not find out for the life of me because I wanted an Alphamon, because Alphamon's one of my favorites. The higher up in rank you get, you're able to purchase these things. So once you're above at least rank 200, you can buy this Archangel sword, which is just straight up the sword. It's not a great deal. You can buy diamond, you buy all this stuff. Goods, once we go to the bottom, if you want Digivolution stones, which you will want, you can buy this 1,000 thing. You can buy one of those, or you can buy 100 10 times, which again is just 1,000. Or you can, I guess, just 100. So yeah, you can do this once a day. So you can be like, oh, that's how many you get per day based on your prestige, and that was a good way to build that up. You just want to get a lot of those to digivolve as often as you can because it starts to cost quite a bit. So let's go back. Next up is plunder. This is how you get different pieces. I think I left a lot of stuff completed because it's whatever. This one's not completed, so this is what we're going to do. You load this thing up, you choose an opponent, all of which are very low chance. You can plunder for 5 times if you don't want to sit and watch the battle go through. And if you get it, it'll just automatically exit. Oh, I'm out of energy, so let's use a couple of my 364 energy pills. Because like I said, if I just sat here and spent all my things, then I could probably be super strong, but I just don't have the patience for that. This game got a little boring. So I'm just going to keep grinding this over and over again. This one's a higher chance, but it's against an actual player. So the battle might be harder, and I'll actually have to sit through the battle. And to be honest, even if it's a high chance, I don't want to sit through the battle. So I'm just going to keep plundering with a very low chance. Oh, look, and I got it. One of them was that. And then we go to craft, and now I have a Crest of Friendship. And if you already have it, you can use that as a copy to level it up or whatever. I think if you have these just sitting there, I think other players challenge you and take it, which is like how I saw that other player that I could challenge. I think generally you'll show up if someone wants these chips. I don't know how I still have a bunch of these full, because I just left them full, because one of the daily things is craft 3 things through plunder. So there's thing number 2. This one's got a whole bunch. I can craft 5 of these right now. And there's number 3. It tells you what it is each time, because you just need to know. Infinity Mountain. This is another thing where you just fight battles. You can do 3 at a time, or you can blast through the whole thing. One of the things is to do, I think, like 5. And the further you go, you can spend the stars on points. Of course, if you do the battle without losing anybody, you get 3 stars. And of course, it gets harder as it goes, so you'll make less stars closer to the end. And I think, like, once you do... Oh, right, I gotta choose a bonus for the next things. You do a certain number of those, that's also a daily mission. So that also becomes part of your daily... or your daily routine thing. File Island kind of sucks. It's not great. Once you reach a certain power level, you can attempt to get one of these things. I don't have 1790, so I'm not even going to try. But what you do is you leave these things for a while, you claim your reward, which I'm doing here. But if you do not have a thing currently there, you add a Digimon. And I will want to add my Arcadimon. And the longer you patrol for, the better stuff you'll get. And this is real time. Of course, the longer you patrol for, the more energy it costs. But as we see, I have 92 out of 30, so let's just patrol for 12 hours. I believe another one of the daily things is to patrol for a total of like 12 hours or 24 or something. So yeah, let's do that. And in that time, I'm likely to gain all these bonuses here. Right now, I only have that one treasure thing, but as time passes, I can also double my reward for 200 diamonds. Boom. Oh, I don't have that. I'm not VIP 3. To get VIP level ups, you need to spend the money, and I didn't spend any money on this game. I really I played it enough that I feel like I could have justified spending money, but I didn't. And after that time, of course, you get 2 to 3 of the shards of whatever you put there. So if you're working on Arcadimon, for example, always put Arcadimon for as long as you can. And now I will get all of these things, including 3 Guillaumon shards. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess because I was working on Guillaumon, let's put Megalogrammon right back. Like the guy shows up, but it's actually just the rookie patrolling. I don't know what that's all about. It seems a little messy to me. But you'll get those shards, and then eventually, like we saw, we save up, you get a Guillaumon, then you level this guy up. Visiting friends, this is a thing. Another thing is I help friends 10 times. So all these people haven't played for quite a few weeks. But generally, while this is waiting, a little fire thing will show up. I don't think I'm going to get the chance to show what that's all about because all these are clearly finished because only the maximum, as we saw, is 12 hours and these people haven't played for weeks. So you definitely want to add people that are playing frequently so that they'll be doing this and little fires will break out. But that's whatever. You do that 10 times. I think you get like 10 jewels each time you do it. Upland defense. This is another thing too. What's going to happen is elite enemies will show up. More on that. The cross-server Coliseum thing. That's it's just battles. It's an event, like it's time-based, but it's just you battle and you get things. That's really all there is to it. This is the thing. You get 1 refresh per day. I left off. You start at the bottom. You fight these battles, and the more you fight, the closer you get to this prize, and then you unlock the prize. But yeah, you need to fight your way there. You don't have to go straight line. You can go like off to the left, and then up, and then back to the right, and then up if the battle is too hard. And if you don't win the battle, you can start the battle again with the HP that the opponent already had, so you can whittle them down. If you get to a tough one, it might take 2 attempts. And from the chest, yeah, stop telling me I wasn't clicking on that. From the chest, you get these, and these are booklets for leveling up tamers. So that's how you level up your tamers. I'm not gonna sit through those battles because that's boring as shit. Next up is package. Oh, this is just your item storage. That's it. If your energy is not low and it's not like, hey, you do the thing, you can do it here. Energy pill, use it. Now I have 10 more energy. It's whatever. Then you get these orange shard boxes. They're just prizes. You just use them. I got 3 of that shard, 3 of that shard, 2 of that guy, and it's just all orange Digimon. Same with equipment. God, 90 of these. I remember times where I would just sit and go through these and get tons of shards and then just build stuff and sell it. But there's just so much stuff. You just get swamped with stuff. EXP golden eggs. Look, boom, I get EXP golden eggs. That's the thing that you spend on Digivolving. And that's whatever. Stores, of course, where you go to buy things. regular items up here. Some of the one of the daily things is to buy 5 of these. So you go in here. I know I hit the plus 10, but you can only buy 10 at a time. Boom. Buy 5 of these. There's 2 more of the daily missions done. Another daily mission is to do this one, the Advanced Recruit. It's free right now, but that, as we're going to see in a second, it won't be free again for 48 hours. It'll cost 3 diamonds if I want to do it again. And then you get this 3 free recruits. You recruit 1, but you actually don't get that next free one for another 10 minutes. Or you can just spend a card and recruit fucking 10 of them at a time. Just blast them all at me. Look, these are the ones I got. Boom. Kind of bothers me that those bottom 2 aren't centered, but it's whatever. What's gift back? Oh, spending money. No wonder I don't know anything about it. And this is how far. I got up to level 25, I guess. This is the plot dungeon. Let's see. I left off. Generally, I try to not continue on until I can get 3 stars. As we can see, the last battle I did, I got 2 stars. I could probably get 3 on this one if it's easier. The first time you challenge one, you have to sit through the fight. So that's what we're going to do right now. Because I remember when I started this, I was super confused about what I was looking at. I had no idea. I thought I was going to have input, but this is just it. All that leveling up you did, the order arrangement, the equipment management, and then it just goes on its own. What you can do is click to see everyone's meters. And this is it. As we can see, the Tyrannomons attack all of the back row. The rage meter is the little yellow pips above my guys and above their guys. Once that's filled, they do a special. All my guys start full. There's Mimi's thing that she does once every turn. And yeah, if you're going up against a battle where a lot of guys are damaging all of the back row, put all your strong defense guys in the back row so they won't die as fast. They do, yep, it's not only Karma doesn't only affect stats, sometimes there are special combination moves. As we saw, I just got 3 stars. Boom, boom, that's your loot. Tap to continue. And if you get 3 stars, you go to do that, and now you can blitz it 10 times. That's going to put you back like 50 of the blue energy there, but you just get all the loot. Oh, my storage is full. I can't really upgrade Digimon because everyone's level 93. I could do some selling, but instead of that, we'll just simply stop fighting, because that's whatever. Now that I have 20 stars in this area, we go down to the bottom, and I can get the 20 star point. Once you have 3 stars on everything, you'll unlock that last one, but you also unlock chests as you go. There's a fight off to the right here where that treasure chest is. Once you beat that, you'll have access to that as well. We don't really need to keep doing that. That's pretty much the same thing. If you click this button, you get to Elite, which is pretty much the same thing, but it's a bit harder, and you get a different kind of reward. We can see that we have the Awakening rewards here, so I can blitz that 5 times. Alright, my Digimon storage. Wait, this stuff doesn't take up Digimon storage, so I don't know why it's busting my balls about that. But either way, it's just the same thing. You just do the battles, except the drops, like I said, are Awakening. You still get points and stuff. They cost a bit more stamina. But I have a shit ton of stamina things, so I can fill that back up as much as I want. Ultimate stage is, again, just harder versions. And when you beat the boss, you get Digiplans, so it's additional Digiplans. As we can see, I have a victory on this one. Not on this one, because it's probably super hard. Yeah, it's just harder fights. You just do these fights. If the regular story mode wasn't enough, you got the elite mode, then you have ultimate stage. Daily dungeon's a bit different. You get different bonuses, like you can do this twice. Not just him twice and then this guy twice, but just 2 altogether. It's a survival thing. The longer you last, the more you get, up to a certain maximum, and you have to sit through it. So if I want to challenge, oh yeah, it's just a number. This one is a number of turns passes, and depending on how much damage you do, you get money. I think this one is survival. The longer you survive, the more the silver experience eggs you get. We really don't need to sit through that. It's literally just battles all look exactly the same. We saw that one battle. We saw all the battles. But you know what? Alphamon's cool. Let's just look at... Oh no, then we have to sit through 12 turns. Yeah, the Devimon one's faster. So we'll just sit through this while I talk through it. You're fighting just this Devimon. Or is it just that Devimon? We have to sit through this animation every time too. And then the boss lowers. And then we sit here awkwardly staring at each other for a bit. And then we get going. So as we can see, we have a number of rounds. It's going to last 4 rounds. And the current, like, you have a base money you get. Like, I will definitely get the 100,000 money. But if I get my damage to a certain amount, that will go up. And yep, after the main guy's turn, he goes again. And by the 4th round, he just wipes everyone out right away. Oh, see, my money went up because I did a certain amount of damage. And now it's over. So you got your extra rewards and then your additional stuff for doing more damage. It's the same thing, but this one can last a while. So you want to leave that and you want to go. Alright, so we're going to go back to, generally, like every time you win a fight, you get a little experience. We're going to watch. I'm going to blitz 10, and my meter's going to fill up ever so slowly up top. And it really was just a couple ticks. Oh, am I already full again? Christ. Alright, let's sell more, guys. There's so much garbage. I wanted to do a bit more to make an elite enemy show up. Alright, back to the grind. So generally what you want to do is, as we can see, the bronze framed ones are pretty garbage. You get better rewards from the blue frame. I don't have 3 stars on that guy, so I can't blitz it. But generally what you do is you just blitz. That's fine. I'll just go ahead and use up some of my 380 stamina pills. So this is why it's not really a game that limits you by how much energy you have. Like Digimon Heroes, it costs quite a bit. If you want to buy like an energy capacitor, it can cost real money, and you don't get a shit ton of them. Whereas this one just gives you so many that you could just blitz for days. And generally, what I do is I skip all the bronze guys because, like I said, they just don't give you as much. This one's 3 stars on the boss. You can only blitz the boss 5 times. Bunch of that. The mid boss, blitz him 10 times. Get some of those Hackmon shards. Hackmon's a pretty good one. I think generally you want those shards. Go down to this Agumon, just blitz 10 more. That's how the grindage happens. Generally, I think because I got a notification that I had too much stuff in my space that I did not get the notification for the elite monster. So let's just go ahead and check on Upland Defense to see if an elite monster did show up. And an Alphamon did. And what we do here is you can spend one of the books, and these recharge over time. Generally, you have to wait a day to get all 10 back, or you can spend 2 to increase your attack by quite a bit. One of the daily mission things is to do this 10 times, so generally you just go to normal attack without the strength. Unfortunately, you cannot just blitz it, so you will have to do this each time. You'll open the fight. Fortunately, there is a skip, but it's annoying because then we have to sit here this whole time. Remember how long ago I clicked start? We're still going, and you can't even click skip until the animations start. And there we go. So now let's click skip. I'm definitely not going to defeat them. I will get defeated, but I whittled them down. You can go to confirm to invite people. So my elite monster will show up in other friends' area. In 30 seconds, or 30 minutes, it'll disappear. But as we can see, I took out a little over a 10th, so I could defeat this one on my own. And then if I did that, I would just continue on adventure mode until another one showed up, and then I would fight that one until I had fought 10 times. Is that it? Is that all there is? I think I expected this to go a bit longer. Actually, it's been 40 minutes. Shit, man. I wasn't expecting to go that long. So now we have daily quests. I went on patrol for a total of 12 hours, upgrade equipment 3 times. I challenged the plot dungeon at least 10 times, because it does count the blitzing. I trained Digimon twice. I bought 5 stamina pills. I've crafted treasure 3 times. I refined equipment 5 times. As we can see, the list disappeared. Don't go scrolling for it, because then the game will freak out. Just exit and come back. Challenge Arena 5 times. Body energy pill, I did the thing, I did this, I did that. Once again, let's go back, because it will just freak out and get really weird. So, what's left? I can upgrade treasure a few more times. Share upland defense. I did that one share. Once you've done that 3 times, you get this stuff. As we saw, I filled this meter as we went. I can claim all these prizes. It's you absolutely can fill it without spending too much each day. But as you can probably tell, that's a routine I'm fine to have left behind. That's all there really is to this game. That's all there is to Digimon Digital Monster Try, I think this game was called. I can't even remember the bloody name. Well, I don't know. I'll look up the name and it'll be in the title of this video, so if you want to play it, go looking for it. I don't think you can find it on the actual Play Store or whatever. You have to download the APK, and as you can see, it does not run great. But yeah, that's it. I am done with this game. We won't be revisiting, because now we know everything.